The title is Balram, a Diviner. In shamanism, one of the primitive human religions, the person in charge is a shaman. There are two types of shamans. One, learning shamans, and two, spiritual shamans. The former one learned and performed shaman work, and the latter two perform shaman work by receiving their own spirit and can show various supernatural powers with the help of the spirit within his body. Some shamans pursue their own interests by taking advantage of human suffering and weaknesses, or there seems to be some cases that shamans try to help people. Since they're basically not true servants of God, they have many aspects of overpowering humans and harming the human world through tricks, supernatural powers, etc. God viewed shamans, soothsayers, etc. extremely negatively. Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Revelation 21:8. The fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderous and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Deuteronomy. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God has not suffered thee so to do. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee of thy brethren like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. In the past or present, when a person B hates person C like an enemy and wants to harm or kill C, B may receive help from an evil shaman. Sometimes they rely on the shaman's supernatural powers to ask for it, or shamans without supernatural powers may mobilize people such as gangsters and directly use violence to secretly cause harm or death. Around 1450 BC, as the Israelites, under the leadership of their leader Moses, continued their victorious march toward Canaan, Balak, king of Moab, became fearful of Israel. So in order to curse Israel, Balak asked Balram, a Mesopotamian, to curse Israel. Balram appears to have been a skilled shaman diviner at the time. Numbers 22:6. Come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me these people, for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I will prevail, and we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he who blesseth is blessed, and he whom thou cursest is cursed. However, God did not listen to Balaam, a foreign soothsayer, and changed the curse into a blessing. His Spirit of God comes upon Balaam. And let us hear the prophecy Balram speaks, Deuteronomy 23:4-5. Because they met you not with bread and with water in the way when you came forth out of Egypt, and because they hired against thee Balaam the son of Beor of Pethor, of Mesopotamia, to curse thee. Nevertheless, the Lord thy God would not hearken unto Balaam. But the Lord thy God turned the curse into the blessing unto thee, because the Lord thy God loved thee. Numbers. When Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as at other times to seek for enchantments, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open he hath said, which heard the words of God, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob, and thy tabernacles, O Israel! As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as the trees of aloes which the Lord hath planted, and as the cedar trees beside the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than ever, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He has as it were the strength of an unicorn. He shall eat up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. He lay down as a lion, and as a great lion. Who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that blessed thee, and cursed is he that curseth thee. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said, he hath said, which heard the words of God, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall be valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remains of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. The remaining episodes of Balaam are as follows. 1. Balaam's supernatural power was not as good as that the ass has riding. God allowed the ass to see. That is, the ass saw the angel of God, but Balaam did not see the angel of God. Numbers. The ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee, and saved her life. And Balram said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will gain me back again. To Balaam was blinded by Balak's words, and kept giving Balak opportunities, so Balaam eventually went to Balak. To Peter, which have forsaken the right way and gone astray, following the way of Balaam the son of Beor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. For when they speak great swelling words of vanity, They allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error. 3. Next, there are no details in the book of Numbers, but in the end, Balram, who was bribed by wealth power, gave Balak a plan to curse Israel and cause Israel to sin, which is written in the story as follows. Numbers. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bow down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal-peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. Numbers 31:16. Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balram to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Revelation 2:14. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold to the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast the stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. For the end of Balaam is as follows. Numbers 31:8. And they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Leba, the 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor they slew with the sword. Joshua 13:21-22. And all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Leba, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also the son of Beor, the soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. The key Bible verse, Deuteronomy 23:5. The Lord thy God would not hearken unto Balaam, but the Lord thy God turned the curse into blessing unto thee, because the Lord thy God loved thee. In Japanese. In Chinese. Thank you.